students, and welcome to another week in your online lifespan growth and development class. We are now entering into our final weeks here. This week, you will be studying late adulthood, body and mind. So at this point, I have graded your interviews with someone in late adulthood. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed reading those interviews or listening to those interviews. In some cases, I was provided audio. Um, it put a smile on my face to hear the people that you interviewed and their perspectives, and I could tell that they were, enjoyed you asking those questions. And I've heard from many of you commenting on how helpful and how meaningful that exercise was for you. So great job overall on those interviews. Since you've done that interview, and that's why I had you do it early, as we start entering into these last chapters here, now you have some insight, and many of you interviewed family members. Even if it wasn't a family member, you have insight into what they're thinking about, what their perspectives are being in late adulthood. So this chapter, chapter 14, will take us into late adulthood, and we'll look at the body and mind first. So for this week, you do have a chapter 14 quiz, of course, and then there is your last and final discussion question. So this is on the impact of loneliness and social isolation. So one thing that often we hear from those in late adulthood is just how lonely they feel. Even some of you in your interviews provided some information about how they talked about how that it was sad because they lost so many people. Maybe they lost their partners at this stage in life, and their siblings and so forth. And so it can be very, isolating and lonely. So this discussion question has you consider the loneliness and social isolation aspect of late adulthood. Make sure for full credit on this discussion question, of course, you post your initial discussion, but don't forget to comment on a classmate's post. So make sure you get that done too for full credit there. So I think that I don't want to say you'll enjoy this because honestly, it's, we will see in this chapter how our bodies break down and, aren't as efficient. I'll say it that way. Aren't as efficient as in with our youth. So I just also want to kind of jump ahead here and let you know what the rest of the semester looks like. So this is this week. Next week, you will have your final chapter, which is chapter 15, will still be in late adulthood, but it's that psychosocial development. You will have a quiz over that chapter. And then your final exam here is due on December 8th. And it will be in Connect. And the best way to prepare and study for the final exam is to go back and review the quizzes that you've already taken for the chapter. So you should be able to go back in there and review those quizzes. So, and that will wrap up our semester. So not much left here, but this week focusing on chapter 14. I won't say my goodbyes yet. We still have a little bit of time together, but I sure have enjoyed you this semester. I know it's a little different since it's an online course, but through your journals, through your discussion questions, through the different activities that you've done, we've taken a journey through the lifespan, and I appreciate the opportunity to have gotten to know a little bit about you through those exercises. So have a great week. I don't know if you're watching this after Thanksgiving, probably so, but I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving and that you're gearing up for your long, nice winter semester. So as always, reach out to me if you have any questions. Take care, everyone.